Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss on the introduction to management. This is the first chapter of BBA first semester of Savitribai Phule Pune University. Management is essential for an organized life and necessary to run all types of management. Good management is the backbone of successful organizations. So, managing life means getting things done to achieve life's objective, and managing the organization means getting things done with and through other people to achieve the organizational objectives. Now, the points we are going to cover in this session is definition and characteristics, management as a profession, universality of management, role of managers, levels of management. What is management? Management is nothing but it is the planning, organizing, leading and controlling of human and other resources to achieve the organizational goals effectively and efficiently. Now, if we want to discuss about the definitions of management, management is nothing but the art of knowing what you want to do and then seeing that it is being done in the best and cheapest way. This definition is given by the F.W. Taylor. Then, to manage is to forecast, to plan, to organize, to command, and to coordinate, to control. This is the definition given by Henry Fayol. These are all the functions of management. We are going to discuss it in detail in the next chapter. Peter F. Drucker has said that management is the work, and and as such it has its own skill, own tool, and its own techniques. So basically, in simple language, we can say management is the art of getting things done through other people. Management is a process. It is an ongoing process. We have seen it is in characteristics of management. It is an ongoing process. Like when we say that resources, different resources are there: human resources, financial resources, physical resources, information resources. So these resources collectively they plan. The different functions of management are being done like planning, organizing, controlling, directing, and then the organizational goal will be achieved. Management is a profession. Management is an art. Management is a science. It is a profession and a system. So, earlier we have already discussed management as art and science. Now, if we say management as a profession, like other professions like chartered accountants, engineers, advocates, or doctors, so management is also a profession because existence of an organized and systematic body of knowledge is there, formalized methods of acquiring knowledge and skill, existence of an apex level of body is there, professionally it is being managed, and then code of conduct, ethical code of conduct is being regulated, and most important is it is also charging the fees based on the services. A close scrutiny of management as a profession reveals that it has a long way to go to have a universal acceptance of management as a profession, unlike other professions, as I said. But the practice of management is not restricted to individual with a special degree. In each and every field, you will see the management. Now, the very important question arises that who manages it, or who is the person who is responsible for achieving the organizational goal and supervising the organizational resources. So, definitely the answer is a manager. Now, who is a manager? Manager is the people, those are the people who are responsible for supervising the use of an organizational resources to meet the organizational goals. Now, moving forward, what is the role of a manager? Manager plays a very different kind of roles. The first and very important role is the interpersonal role. The manager has to deal on a day-to-day basis with the people, and managing the people is a very important task that has to be carried out by the manager. Second is the informational role. All kind of the information might be might be at a organizational level or outside the organization, has to be disseminated, and that information is also being played by the that role is also played by the manager. The third is decision making role. Important decisions, the different kind of decisions are there that has to be taken up on the spot, or a long run decisions has to be taken, and those are being very important role of the manager. Now, if we say interpersonal roles, manager act as a figurehead role, or he is a figurehead because he has to work in the society, he has to work with the societal duties, performing ceremonial. Then he also act as a leader role. He is not a boss, he has to take a lead with the team. And liaison role, because particularly communicating with the outsider, he has to work as a liaison. Now second is the informational role. The recipient role, he has to receive the information and pass on to the top level management. At the same time, he has to disseminate the information to the outsiders, or the spokesperson role, transmitting information to the outsider. Now the third is a decision role. The entrepreneurial role, disturbance handler role has to be played by this particular manager. Now, universality of management. Management is universal, as we know very well. At every corner of the world, if you go any corner of the world, you will see that management is the same. In any field, you will see there is a management. So, this is a very important part, that any kind of a business is there, size of business is different, or the nature of business is different, still the management will be there. Big organization will be having more management compared to the small organizations. Top, middle level management or the lower level management, you will see the different levels are there where the management will be there. At the same time, in different departments like production, manufacturing, or finance department, marketing, personnel, everywhere you will see the management. Now, to manage is very important by the use of the 5M of management, that is the money, manpower, material, machinery, and method. Money, all kinds of the funds which is required for carrying out the business. Then manpower, different human resources. Material, all kind of the material required for the production. Machinery for the same, and the different methods, a unique method which has to be used by the particularly organization. Now, a very important part comes, that is the levels of management. As we know, the term levels of management refers to a line of demarcation between various managerial positions in an organization. So, the number of level in management increases when the size of the business changes. So, bigger organization, as I said, will be having more levels of management compared to the smaller organization. So, basically there are three types of levels of management is there: top level management, middle level management, and lower level management. When we say top level management, it is also called as the administrative level, because all kinds of the administration part is being done at a top level, like formulating the strategies, making the policies, and all the long term goals are being executed or planned basically. Second is the middle management, marketing management, finance manager, personnel manager, all these people are the executory bodies. And third is the lower level management, which is also called as the supervisory or first line managers. Now, functions of top level management. Top level manager or the management is acting as a very important part. They must ensure the quality of personnel in terms of their skill, orientation, and commitment. They also provide the basic sense of direction to the activities of a company, and also formulate the structure of the organization, that who will be the right person at a right position with the right capabilities. Then periodic reviews are also very important, that is being also done by the top level management. Then middle level management, who are acting as executory to interpret and explain the plans and policies formulated by the top level management, to monitor and control operating performance, and all these plans are being formulated by the top level management, are being explained, or that is being carried out with the help of the lower level management. To cooperate among themselves so as to integrate the various activities of department, then to train, to motivate, to encourage, to develop the supervisory personnel, to lay down rules and regulations to be followed by the supervisory personnel. After that, the third very important is the function of lower level management. Day to day basis, whatever the work to be carried out, that is being done by the lower level management, to assign job to workers and to make arrangement for their training and development, then to issue orders and instructions, then to arrange the material and tool, also to maintain the machinery, then to maintain the discipline and good human relation among the worker. These are some of the functions of lower level management. So basically we have seen in the levels of management, top level management, middle level management, and operational or lower level management. So in this chapter or in this session, we have discussed about what is the management, what is management as a profession. Also we have seen universality of management, and very important is the levels of management. So thank you so much. If any problem or any kind of the question is there, please write it down in the comment box. Thank you.